What's up, everyone? Welcome. Awesome. I'm excited. This is my first new stream of the new year. Really happy to be back. It's fun doing these. And today I'm going to make a lasagna burger. I looked online for a bunch of different lasagna burger ideas, and there are definitely a bunch out there, but I had a cool idea myself. I think if you're calling anything lasagna, it needs to be stacked up. So I'm doing a triple layer burger here. I'm going to use some ciabatta as the bun and actually kind of do it up like in a garlic bread style. So I'm really excited. And I'm going to get started. First, I'm going to make probably the most simple tomato sauce. Just really garlic, olive oil, and tomatoes, and a little bit of seasoning. Obviously, as a lasagna burger, I need to have some sort of sauce on it. But if you're new to the stream, I try to do this about every Thursday at 2 o'clock. The idea is that you hang out with me while I basically test a new recipe idea that I have. So I've never made this before. It usually takes about an hour, and we go pretty much from start to finish. And if you want the recipe for this, I will probably be posting it in about a week on my website. Maybe at this rate, it might be in 2 weeks, I'm not sure. And the other thing I was going to say is I love when people ask questions and just hang out. That's the whole point, is to kind of hang out with me while I do it. But I just have 2 garlic cloves here I'm going to put in the pan. I'm still getting used to this portable burner, but it seems very hot. Don't want to burn the garlic. So as I was saying, this is going to be probably the most simple tomato sauce you can get. And add a bunch of oil first. And before I add the garlic, because I don't want it to burn, I'm going to open the tomatoes. That way, when the garlic starts to burn, pop in the tomatoes right away. And I just have crushed tomatoes today, but it really doesn't matter. Like if you use diced or petite diced or any other kind of tomato should be fine. And I'm going to add a few chili flakes now, actually, so that they can really permeate in the oil. That looks good for the garlic. You don't want any browning. Yeah, John, do you like it? Because if you do like it, Georgina did it. If you don't like it, I did it. It's got some good aspects and bad ones. So I'm gonna add some oregano to this, and that's really it. And that's just gonna chill. I'm gonna put it over here and simmer it for a while we do the next part. Pizza burgers last night, so very similar to this. I'm excited about this idea though. You'll see how it works, but it's going to be very stacked up like lasagna. So, hey Tage, welcome. Glad you could watch. So I have some water boiling here and I'm going to put the pasta noodles in. Because of the size of my pan, I'm just going to break them in half actually. Normally I probably would just cook them whole. That's a loud snap, huh? Nice, yeah. There is gonna be sausage in here, Parmesan, but it's cool. You'll see. I'm gonna do a triple stacked burger with a patty of beef, a patty of sausage, and then a patty of beef. It's a little over the top, but it's gonna be good. Yeah, over the top can be fun, but the thing is, I like to try to also still make everything I make approachable. You know, there's so many websites online where it's like, it's a pizza and a taco and a burger and lasagna all like in one. And you're like, that looks cool, but it doesn't actually look that good, nor will I ever have time or effort to make it. So I try to walk somewhere like in between and make something a little over the top, but you actually think you might be able to make one day. So for the bun of this burger, I'm using ciabatta. And I went back and forth on the bun for this, but I thought this would be good. To sort of bring home the lasagna flavor. But we're gonna make this kind of like a trashy garlic bread with some garlic powder and butter. The lasagna noodles are cooking, and once they're done, I'm actually going to put them in the sauce. Hey, yeah, I love doing this, so I'm always happy to. Brooklyn, Michigan, is that? Am I? Haven't been to geography class in a while, but I was an A+ student at the time. So I'm just doing a rough buttering of this. A rough buttering. That's my new band name. And then adding some garlic powder. Remember, trashy garlic bread. And Italian seasoning. And I already have the broiler on. So I'm just going to give those a minute or two. Except the rack in my oven isn't at the right spot. Alright guys, don't let me burn that. Hello Michelle, the Italian from Kansas. Thanks for watching. I don't want to start anything else because I don't want to burn the bread or overcook the noodles, so those will just be done in a minute. So like always with burgers, we're going to use the bread as a guide for what the fillings should be as far as size goes. So I'm gonna use the bread and measure the lasagna so that and also measure the burger patties so that when I cook the burgers and then put the lasagna on top and then put them on the bread, everything's all the same size. So that's what I was hoping for right there. Looks great. Yes, I love to flat grill the buns in some butter. It's really nice. Today, since it's supposed to be like garlic bread, that's why I put them in the oven. I don't even need all this pasta, but here it is. Yes, extra for the lasagna tacos. Someone read my book. So I have the bun back out here so that I can use this, like I said. And they're a little thinner than the bun. So I'm going to stack up two like that. And then cut it. And you can see that that's like the right size for this. So with that math, if I'm doing a triple stack burger, I'm putting 2 on top of each patty. So I need 6 pieces per burger. Whole squad here, yeah. Rich, if you're why would you even tune in hungry? You should know. It'll just make you more hungry. Here to support. Oh, so nice. So I'm just gonna slide these into the sauce here, and they will continue to stay on warm while I continue the rest of the food. John, I know you're good at cooking. You can make it as well. You don't need Fiona to do it. So the last component of the burger is the burger itself. And because this is going to be triple stacked, I want them to be as thin as possible, really. Otherwise, it'll just be like a monster-sized burger that you guys will have to watch me try to eat at the end and just laugh. Right. Yeah, John, I knew you would like this. I've made lasagna tacos before, so I figured I had to do a lasagna burger. And I did some reconnaissance on the internet and didn't think that there was really great ones out there. So keeping with the shape of everything, we're also going to try to make these like somewhat square. And that also will mimic the whole idea of lasagna. So it's pretty thin. Pretty square. This is 80% meat, so I'm gonna want to make it a bit bigger than the buns because it will shrink. I also should turn this up a little bit. And then a piece of sausage. Just take it out of the casing, or you can buy loose sausage as well instead. Burger OCD. Well, you know, I'm cooking for the picture eventually, so I have to make sure that everything is going to look good. Rich, I thought you said you stopped using people's faces as emojis. Literally one day back to your old ways. So the bun, just checking. Sizes look great. Always have to check your work. One's Burger King, one's Wendy's. Is that an answer to Rich asking the shapes? Which one's round? Look, thank you guys all for pointing out my flaws, because we need more energy like that. I'm happy to make changes. How's that? Is that a better shape? A little better. Wow. I'm just salting the beef. Don't need to salt the sausage. Pretty salty already. And I forgot to grab some cheese, so I'll be right back. Have mozzarella and ricotta, of course. I always try to open these before I start the stream so I don't embarrass myself trying to open something, but oops. Not bad. All right, feeling good about these. So you've probably heard, watching people make burgers on TV, they say, yeah, Gina is going to watch me eat, exactly. No, I make one now and then I make one more later to take really nice pictures of it. I used to try to get the pictures while I do this, but I can't. I can't focus on being so entertaining for you guys and also take pictures. You'll see on TV people say like you were inclined to press the burger, but you shouldn't because all the fat will just like fall out into the grill, which is true to an extent, but that's also on a grill where the fat can fall right down. Right now, if you press this, the fat is just going to stay in the pan right below the burger. The burger is going to continue to cook in its own fat. Later on, like right towards the end of cooking, you don't want to press it. But at the beginning of cooking, when I'm trying to make sure that these are all the right size basically for the bun, it's not as big of a deal to press it out to flatten it a little bit. Alright, so here's the magic part. I'm going to add the cheese, mozzarella. And then I'm going to add the pasta. These shrunk, so it looks like one's going to be fine, but I am concerned they're going to be small on the bun. We will see. Now I'm going to take a little bit of ricotta. Cool. Now, here's the part we've all been waiting for. Will I be able to eat this? Important question. It's a little slippy. Oh! I mean, this seems reasonable to me, right? Here. No chance, that's a challenge. John, glad you like it. Kinsey, thank you. Bonnie, yep. Yeah, I'm excited. This is really hot, so I'm not going to eat it yet. When I make this for the photo, I am going to try a little bit to make the patties bigger and flatter, so that it really gives off that layered lasagna look. But, I mean, this worked great. It looks pretty good from this angle, I think. And as far as size, I mean, one more minute, I can take a bite. Do I have a bib? Not really. I have plenty of napkins around. I'm just gonna do the classic hunch. See, Kinsey, that's what I specifically try to not do. Because then if you were watching at home, you'd say, would I really do that for a burger? I mean, I pulled this whole thing together in about 25 minutes. Take that, Rachel Ray. But when I was doing research for this, I did see that people have done that on the internet. So thank you, Joanne. All right, I think I'm ready. Also, it's not as slippy anymore now that the cheese has cooled a little bit and congealed. I have had the ones at Olive Garden. Despite what people think about me, I do enjoy Olive Garden. Last time I got Olive Garden, I made an Italian sub with one of the leftover breadsticks. Classic move. Thanks, Tom. Oh, cross section. That's a good point. I will do that before I take a bite. See, look, what would I do without you all? As Ja Rule once said. I should have kept that knife in here. Having a little trouble. It was holding together so well before. I was bragging and everything. Now it's gone forever. All right, need to do some surgery. It's so slippery. It's that pasta. So I did think with the ciabatta, it would help me like squeeze it all together, but the cutting was just too much. There will be a nice cross-section picture when I remake this right now though. I mean, that works. If you think my hands are not that gross with the ricotta all over them. Steve, I guarantee you this isn't too much bread to meat ratio. The bread is like super fluffy and airy. And Kinsey, don't worry about it. It makes it more fun, honestly. If I grilled the bread, okay, John's the expert. Maybe you can stream next. This carnage right here is so funny. Messiest stream yet. Anyways, first of all, that's delicious. And I can't wait to put it together when I'm paying more attention to the structure. The small buns that aren't super flat are part of the reason why it falls apart like that. If the buns were flat and fully if the patties were flat and fully the length of the buns, the structural integrity would be a lot better. But there will be a recipe on my website probably next week. But thank you all for watching. This was a lot of fun, especially trying to eat it at the end there. What do you mean baking the lasagna? It's just one sheet. Oh, like just bake it as the sheets? No, it's fine. I'm telling you, if the patties were like flat and long, it would work. No, it's a good suggestion. But yes, like I was saying, thank you all for watching. Check the recipe on my website next week, and I will post the photo here on Facebook. And tune in every Thursday afternoon to hang out with me while I test out a recipe for the first time. As you can see, some successes and some failures. But I have a lot of fun doing it. So, see you next week, and follow me